Bet you didn't see this one coming. Peter Frampton. I almost said Peter Bailey. Who's Peter Bailey? I don't know. Baby, I love you. Raise your hand if your name is Peter Bailey out there. Baby, I love your way. Tiny desk style acoustic. Promise you this is quite a bit more awesome than you think it is. But if you want to play along with Mr. Bailey, then your guitar needs to go a half step down. If you don't care about that, then don't do it. But I did. So it's E flat or D sharp, A flat or G sharp, D flat or C sharp, G flat or F sharp, B flat or A sharp, and E flat or D sharp. Same as standard tuning, so all normal shapes apply, but all the notes are one note lower than normal. The intro is made up of these really great chords that involve two notes and only two notes, and those two notes are the root and the third. Involve the thumb and I get lost. Which is kind of like a power chord, which is a root and a fifth, but root third chords can be major or minor, so it's useful to think about them as what they kind of are in chord terms, so you can remember where you're supposed to be. The first one's on A10 and B12. We're going to call that G. Then we move down to A9, B10. That's the minor shape. We'll call that F sharp minor. Then we're going to, it's really F sharp diminished because we're in the key of G, but that's splitting hairs. F sharp minor. Next is E minor. That's going to be 7 and 8. Down to D, which is 5 and 7, back to the major shape. C, which is 3 and 5. Here's it. Sounds like Blackbird, right? If I did this, well, we'd be done here. Let's go. Wait, first, here we go. Here's the rhythm. G, F sharp minor, E minor. Hang on that. Then we go E minor, D, C. That's our rhythm. So what about the D and the G strings in between? You can mute them if you're comfortable with that. Just kind of laying my pointer finger across the D and the G strings so we don't hear them, but they're perfectly great notes to hear. Listen. That was close. So if we hear those notes, awesome. If you mute them, great. I'm going to kind of do something in between. Sometimes you hear them, sometimes you won't. G, F sharp minor, E minor, E minor, D, C, and then we're going to B minor 7. That's starting on the E string. 7, 9, down to A minor 7, same shape, 2 frets lower. And then here's a great chord. It is starting on the A string. 5, 5, 5, 5, 7. And I like to mess around and take that pinky off. I think it sounds awfully fairy tale-esque. Here we go, the intro. No talking. Little WD-40 fixed the squeaky chair. Yes. Great news, you already know most of the verse. It starts with the thing, G, F sharp minor, E minor, hang, E minor, D, C, but we're going to hang here, and then here's a chord for you. I'm going to show you what Peter Frampton does, and then I'm going to show you what I do, because I cannot do what Peter Frampton does, and if you can do this, let me know, because it means you're crazy. It's going to be E8 with your middle finger, A8 with your ring finger, D7 with your pointer finger, and then with your pinky finger, bar the rest of the strings in the 8th fret, G, B, and E. I mean, I can do it if I sit here and place my fingers down for 45 minutes. Whew. This is an F9 chord, which you can play several different ways. Here's another way. A8 with your middle finger, D7 with your pointer finger, G8 and B8 with your ring and pinky fingers. That's F9, but we're missing that high note. I really want to hear that high note. So maybe you can bar B and E with your pinky finger there, and I still don't like doing that much. So I'm going to eschew the D string entirely and grab A8 with my middle finger and bar G, B, and E8 with my ring finger. And now I can do this in time, and I'm hearing all the notes that I want to hear, but you can futz with it and figure out which way you want to do it. hesitate. The pre-chorus is going to start with B minor 7, which you already know, but here he's messing around with the G string in the 9th fret with his pinky finger. And then it's E7, but it's a C7 shaped E7. This is great fun. C, right? Put your pinky finger on G3 to make it C7, and then move this lovely shape up to frets 5, 6, and 7. And you can strum all the strings because it's an E chord, so both E and E are, of course, fine. To A minor 7, which you already know, and bonus, your ring finger's right where it needs to be, so that's half the chord, finger-wise. And then C-shaped D, regular old C shape, moved up 2 frets. Then we go into the chorus. Here we go. B minor 7. E7 as a C7 shape. A minor 7. And C-shaped D. Into the chorus, which, if you are still with me, is a breeze. G, D, A minor, and C. And that's it. After all that. And that's it, except for at the very, very end, he's doing the thing, right? Makes his way down to C, but then he continues the theme downwards, and you're going to have 2, 3, that's B minor, open 1, and everything in between, which is great in its own way, and end on G. Feeling so like someone is loving my way right now. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.